Hi, good morning. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I hope that you're doing well and looking after yourself. In this video, I'm going to be heading to the Southern Lake District. So areas like Windermere, Ambleside, maybe popping into Grasmere. And I wanted to show you the best things to see and do in this part of the Lake District. Let me just tell you, the lakes are stunning. I think they're one of the most beautiful parts of England. There's so much to see and do here. This is just a starting guide. One thing I would say, if you are heading up further into the lakes, which we will be doing later, and I will make a separate video on that and I will link it above, is heading to the beautiful lakes, mountains and fells. There's so many amazing walks around here. It's one of the biggest national parks in England. So yeah, it has so much to see and do. The first stop is for coffee, and it's this amazing little coffee shop in the town of Windermere, one of my favourites. That's where we're heading first. The day started with me struggling to lock my front door, honestly, and then grabbing some posh road trip snacks, pretzels and hummus, and one of my favourites, and then putting on a road trip mixtape for the journey. Windermere is a busy little town, home to the largest lake in England, and you'll find lots of independent shops, cafes, restaurants and old historical buildings. But we were here for delicious, strong coffee. So Windermere's got loads of coffee shops in the town centre. The one that we've picked is a place called Homegrown Coffee and Kitchen, and it's amazing. Homegrown coffee is an absolute must when in this part of the Lake District. The coffee is strong and delicious, and they serve everything from avocado toast to fluffy waffles to these super chewy, delicious homemade biscuits. It's the perfect pre-exploring pit stop, and it's independent, which is always a bonus. Okay, so that was the beautiful little coffee shop in Windermere. Next, we're heading to a little village, a very picturesque, cute village called Bowness-on-Windermere, which is closest to the lake, and that's where we're heading now. The lakeside. There's a sweet shop, a coffee shop, an ice cream parlour, an aquarium. There is a beautiful lakeside where you can get boats or take boat tours, and there's also a heritage railway station where you can actually get a steam train. So loads of things to do here. Very much recommended.
How about we act in defiance? How about we intertwine in likeness? I like the feeling just like this. I like you drive just like this. I love the feeling just like this. I love you right just like Donna.
So, fun fact, the cottage behind me was actually lived in by William Wordsworth, the poet, in the 1700s. He lived in here when he was working at the grammar school, and this is the chapel where he worshipped sometimes as well. So, pretty cool. We didn't know this was here, but we just walked and happened upon it. Alright, so we found this place. It's called The Little Ice Cream Shop, and it's Hawkshead's first specialised ice cream parlour. They serve like 20 different types of ice cream, and it looks amazing. And it tastes delicious. So, add this place to your list if you come here.
Keeping me together.
From Hawkshead, you'll want to go up into the church at the top of the village, and here you'll be rewarded with some of the most beautiful views across cottage rooftops and then the rolling Lakeland Hills in the background. That was St. Michael's Church. Next, we're going to have a mooch back through the little village, check out some of the shops, and then head up to Beatrix Potter's house. How lovely is this? So you pick whatever sweet treat you want, pop the money in the honesty box. So nice. So, just another final point about this place, this gorgeous place, one of my absolute favourites. There's a square, and it's called Artists on the Square, I think, and loads of artists congregate there and they sell like their homemade, like whatever it might be jewellery or paintings. There was a gentleman who was just sitting there doing his beautiful paintings, and you can actually buy them, which is amazing. So yeah, that's another thing that you can do. And then you look out on this very stunning view. So, back in the car, and then heading up. About 10 minutes away is Beatrix Potter's house. So, that's where we're heading now. And then hopefully gonna pick up some fish and chips for dinner. About 5 minutes from Hawkshead, you'll pull off on a little enclave, and there's like Pebble Beach and a car park, and there's also a coffee shop which overlooks this beautiful lake. So when it's open, obviously we're a little bit late today, but if and when it's open, I think it would be amazing. The view at least is amazing. I can't tell you about the coffee. Hello cows. So, this cottage that we're at the moment is called 𝑨𝒃𝒐𝒖𝒕. It's been made into a guest house, but as it was, this cottage featured in many of Beatrix Potter's stories, including the tale of Tom Kitten. So, yeah, very interesting. So that was Hilltop House, where Beatrix Potter used to live. It's part of the National Trust, so if you're a member you can get in for free. Unfortunately today it was shut for us, but I have been in the past and it's amazing, well worth seeing if you're into literature. Alright then, next stop on this little road trip around the Lake District is Wray Castle. and it was actually built in 1840 by a Liverpudlian surgeon. I think his name is James Dawson or John Dawson, and he used his wife's money to build this castle in 1840. For a short stint it was actually a youth hostel. I think in the 1930s it was a youth hostel, but before that it was actually a place that Beatrix Potter used to come when she was a kid. I think she had a couple of holidays when she was 16, and that was the start of her love affair with the Lake District. So it's well worth seeing, and it's only a couple of minutes from the shores of Windermere. On your final stop of the Lake District is a place called 𝑨𝒃𝒐𝒖𝒕. It is an independent Italian restaurant and it's absolutely amazing. I'll show you what we've got. There's also a fish and chip shop called Vinegar Jones or something like that, and that's supposed to be amazing as well. We got some chips to go with our meal. Okay. That's yours. Ramona. This is mine. When you come here, like I said, this is one of the most beautiful parts of England in my opinion, and as I said as well, there's so much more to do here than what I've shown you. So many walks and amazing landscapes, but I hope it's given you a taster. It's kind of nice walking around. It has kind of European vibes because everybody is sitting out at the moment because obviously you can't eat in. Thank you for watching as usual. I hope that you're having a lovely relaxing weekend, and I will see you in my next video. Stay safe, happy Sunday, see you soon, bye. Oh my god, I don't have my seatbelt on. 17th century, not the 17th century, the 1700s. In the was actually lived. So, fun fact: the
cottage. Are you the crab from Little Mermaid?
Now there goes a sight from my soul.